Hey everyone, welcome back to ECRC. Today I want to talk about batteries. I am on a never-ending search to find a 2S LiPo that fits in all of my Tamiyas. So as you see here, we have all different styles, sizes, and types of batteries. So let me start down here. 4,000 milliamp hour Gens Ace. This is a 60C. As you can see, it's like a rounded pack. It's a 2S. I have a Gens Ace 5,000 milliamp hour nickel metal hydride, 6-cell. Here I have another LiPo. It's a 3-cell Venom, 5,000 milliamp hours, as you can see, 20C. I have a Z 5200 milliamp hour LiPo battery. I have a Power Extra, this is a 2S. I have a Power Extra 6-cell nickel metal hydride, standard Traxxas 7-cell nickel metal hydride. So as you can see, they're all very different, all different sizes. Some are different shapes. Okay, so these three are LiPos, these three are nickel metal hydride. Let's take a look at the size. I'm not sure if you can see, but there is a size difference. And these are both nickel metal hydrides, just from two different manufacturers. So let's take a look at the size. I have my trusty calipers and make sure they're zeroed out. So that is 134, 135 millimeters. That's not really accurate. If you were to accurately measure this, kind of squish the wires down a little bit, and let's see, now we're getting about 140 millimeters. Let's go back to the standard size here, 134 millimeters and 140 with the wires. Now let's take a look at this, which is also a nickel metal hydride. So this one is about 139 millimeters without the wires. You add the wires in, talking about, if you squish them down a little more, 143, 144 millimeters. That's a significant difference from this one to this one. Now, obviously, a 7-cell, they have the hump pack where they put this extra battery here, and then they have these where it's at the end. So this is obviously going to be made for a car that has a lot of space. And this one, about 154, maybe a tiny bit more, 155 millimeters. So this is only going to fit in your Traxxas vehicles or vehicles that have a lot more space. That being said, what I've been looking for is a 2S LiPo that can replace these, because LiPo batteries are hands down better. From the weight to the constant power, the only thing you have to worry about with LiPos is if you discharge them too much, or if you don't handle them properly, they get hit a lot. They could actually catch fire. And you have to handle them a little differently as far as like storage. You have to make sure you set the storage voltage on your charger before you put them away, set them to that storage voltage so they don't drain too much. And as long as you follow the instructions with your LiPos, you're good. You don't have to worry about them catching fire or damaging anything. Just remember to store them in a LiPo bag. So let's take a look at the size of the LiPo batteries now. So the smallest one, as far as the length goes, is going to be this Venom 3-cell. So without the cables, this is 127, a little more than 127 millimeters, which is a great size. With the cables, 133 millimeters. That's a very good size. And I believe the thickness, probably the same as the NIMH batteries. Let's see. So this is about 25 millimeters at the thickest part, 24.5 millimeters. So it's almost exactly the same. Let's see. Let's take a look at this one. This is the Gens Ace. Now you can see it has a rounded profile similar to these, except for it has these ridges on the bottom, which I'm not quite sure why they're there. It's not really necessary. It adds to the size. And this guy here is 138.5 millimeters. So it's larger than the Power Extra NIMH battery. And this is 138, it's 138. Okay, so this Gens Ace nickel metal hydride and this Gens Ace 2S are exactly the same size. Okay, let's go to the Z Power, this hard pack. This is the largest one. This is 130, like 139. It's 138.8, so it's 139 millimeters. And the good thing about this is the cables come up the top. You don't have to worry about squishing it in. So that being said, you can see the differences between all of these. The size differences, the shape. This one actually might be a little bit taller. Let me take a look at that too. So the other ones were what, 25 millimeters? This is right on the money, 25 millimeters. They're pretty much all the same thickness, but they are all different sizes. So I'm going to right off the bat eliminate this one. I don't put 3 cells in my Tamiya cars, so I'll put that one aside. This one is too long for most Tamiyas. You would need a hump pack, so we're going to eliminate this one. So now we go down to these 4. Let's sort them by size here. So smallest, and then these two I believe are the same size, and then we have this guy, which is our largest. Why don't we try to put them in a few of the cars? Okay, so I'm going to bring the Lunchbox over here. You Tamiya guys are all familiar with the Lunchbox, I'm sure, and how the battery goes in. Let's see, this guy should slide right in, locks in, not a problem. Let's try the Gens Ace. Slides in nicely, but guess what? This will not go in. Try to really shove it in and try to make it work, but I'm afraid I'm going to be, well, it kind of goes in. I wouldn't use it though. So this is definitely a no for me. So this one probably won't fit either. Definitely not. So I'm not even going to try this guy. Yeah, that doesn't go in at all. Let's move on to the next car. Okay, next we're going to bring over the DTO2 Sand Viper. What do you guys think of my new bench mat, by the way? Got a new yoga mat for the bench. Nice blue one. My son thought it would be a good idea to replace it now before we build the Porsche, only because the old one was getting really dirty. So you can only clean them so much. So we replaced it with the blue one. Pretty nice, right? Okay, so here's my DTO2, one of my favorite buggies, and let's see what fits in this one. Also in this one, I actually put foam strips in the bottom to keep the battery from rattling around. So that might cause maybe one of these to not fit. We'll see. Okay, so that one fits perfectly, obviously. I think this one's gonna fit all the Tamiyas. Let's try out this other nickel metal hydride. This one actually fits. I would have to take out the strips inside that I put down that I mentioned. Okay, let's try this Gens Ace. Let's see. You know, this one actually would fit also if I remove those strips underneath. No way this is working. Okay, the next car is going to be the DT03 Neofighter. This is my son's car. Let's see. I'm gonna try this guy first. And I'm pretty sure, yep, that's no problem fitting in there. Actually has plenty of space. Other nickel metal hydride, the Gens Ace. Look at that, that fits perfectly also. I'm guessing then this one will fit. Absolutely. Yep, that fits nicely in there. And doesn't wobble around much. Okay. That can take that Gens Ace battery. Let's see if this pack will go in. This hard pack fits in here. Okay, let's move on to the next vehicle. Okay, the next one we're going to try is my DF03. Now this started life as a Keen Hawk, but I'm working on a dark impact body right now that I'll probably have a video coming out of my paint job. This one's a little bit different. Battery pack's in the bottom. I do have an existing pack in there that is one of the Power Extra batteries. So we know that fits, even though that's a 4500 milliamp. It's exactly the same size. So we know this fits. Now if we go ahead and try Gens Ace NIMH pack, let's see. Well, that might work too. Although the wires are in the way just a little bit. Let's see if we can manipulate it. So once you get them in there, especially with this DF03, you're not going to take it out, charge it from the top. Okay, let's see if we can get this guy in here. Yep. So this NIM fits in here, which makes me think this guy might fit right in. But obviously we have the extra connector for the LiPo, so let's see what we can do. Those connectors can both go through this hole here. What? That fits in there perfect. So that's the third buggy that this one fits in. All right, let's move on to the next one. Okay, we're gonna switch gears and try a Kyosho. Now this is obviously gonna be a little bit different. It's not a Tamiya. It's got just a nice open cavity there you can put batteries through. Really what we have to worry about is if they're going to fit between here. So I don't even think we need to try this one. We know that this is gonna fit. The way it works with the Kyoshos, especially, well, these Legendary Series ones, is they have Velcro straps that go around and keep the battery in place. So this one will work. This one works great, not a problem, plenty of space. And actually these ridges might help in the Kyosho because the band will go around here. Yep, the band will go around between the ridges and help keep it in place. And this guy here, well, it's a little tight, but it actually goes right in. This one fits fine too. Okay, we have one more thing I'm going to try. Okay, yes, I know it's not a Tamiya, but just out of curiosity, let's see if all of these batteries fit in here, because the Traxxas battery compartments are usually pretty large. All right, so I'm not even gonna bother trying this. We would never use this in here anyway. That fits. This I might use in here. I have adapters. Yep, that's good. We obviously know this fits. It's a battery that came with it, which means a 3-cell will fit fine. Yep, it's got plenty of space. This guy will fit. You know, it doesn't fit great though. And then this hard pack. Actually, this fits better because the cables go out the top, as you can see, which might benefit a lot of cars to have this. Okay, so let's talk about the results here. So this battery, this NIMH battery fits in every single car that I have. These will fit in every car except for the Lunchbox. This one will only fit in the Rustler and my Kyosho Optima. Oh, you know what? I didn't try the Traxxas Slash, but I believe all of these fit in the Traxxas Slash. It's got much more space. This one only fits in the Rustler and the Slash, and this one only fits in the Rustler and the Slash. So here's my question to anybody who's watching. Why can't they make a battery like this that has the same profile as the old NIMH packs? Why can't they make it the same size? Why does it have to be just that much longer? And why can't they make them where it comes out the top? Or make them even shorter, give it a little more space for the cabling. I'm a little confused at why they can't make one that fits in every car. Okay, so let's just look at this one. Traxxas makes very good batteries. So I might buy a few more of these. If I can use this battery in almost all of my cars, I might buy some more of these. I know it's only 4,000 milliamps, but that is 2S. It is very lightweight. It does fit pretty much everywhere, and I can't find any other packs that will do that. This one I believe was $38 on Tower Hobbies, and you know, you can use, they have coupon codes every so often and you can get some deals here and there, but I would totally recommend this pack. But listen, when you're driving an old Tamiya, especially like let's say a Lunchbox, it's more about the fun of driving it. They're not fast. You don't want them to go fast because they're going to break, they're going to tip over, they're going to crash into things. You're going to strip some gears, you're going to break something. You can only go so fast with a Lunchbox. I'm going to slowly start switching over to this Traxxas battery. And if I can find another one, a different brand that's higher, maybe 5,000 milliamps, then I'm going to get it. If it's the same, if it's a Traxxas, if it has the same profile and size. All right, so one more thing I want to show you. And for that, I need another tool. And that is, we're going to weigh them. Okay, let's go to ounces. Okay, this one might be the heaviest, so let's try this one first. 14.3 ounces. So this 7-cell is 14.3 ounces. Now, if I'm guessing correctly, this will be the next heaviest. Oh, wow, 14.5 ounces. So this is actually heavier. So 14.5 ounces for this guy. What do I think the next heaviest is going to be? I actually think this 3-cell is going to be the next heaviest. 11.3 ounces. Okay, 11.3. This might be the next heaviest. 11.8. So this is actually a little heavier than the 3-cell Lipo. Let's go with this 5200 milliamp. 8.7 ounces. That's a huge difference from all of these other batteries here. Let's move them all over so you can get them in camera. Now let's try this guy. 7.4 ounces. This is literally twice the weight of this, and this is going to give you much better performance. 14.5 ounces, 7.5 ounces. That's almost half the weight, and this is exactly the same size. Exactly the same size. From the heaviest battery to the lightest battery. This battery is completely worth the $38 that I paid for it. All right, everyone, thanks for watching. I hope you can get some good information out of this video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't. I appreciate your support if you're a subscriber. If you're not, please hit the subscribe. I really appreciate your support. Please hit a like also. If you don't like, that's fine too. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you want to see, what you like. Thanks everyone. I'll see you all in the next video.